This show is part of the Trans Podcaster Visibility Initiative.
I know a lot of you who are regulars are a little upset because I know After Dark is usually me and my skivvies, but it's Wednesday, I have live guests. I don't really feel comfortable with that. But just me. What can I say? But yes, if you all don't know, I am part of the Trans Podcaster Visibility Initiative. It's a way to kind of get more people like myself out into the open, through podcasts, through live streaming, through you name it. You know, trying to encourage visibility, acceptance, and understanding. Alright, and we are technically live, so Tannen, you want to give people a little bit of background on yourself and tell them who you are, where you're from, what you're all about?
Yeah, my name's Tannen. I am from Hagerstown. Lived here basically all my life. And I am a co-host of the show The Reset Button with Tannen and Travis. We try to record once a week, but it's more like once every other week. We have an episode. You can go and check us out. Easy to search for. Just type Tannen and Reset Button, and honestly, it's the first thing that'll pop up.
Yep, and it's good. It's a good show. I mean, I actually enjoy it. I was digging that whole combo you guys had on Godzilla a while back. That was the shits right there.
Yeah, that was a good episode.
That was real good.
Nice episode.
Still a little mad he didn't cover any of the other games, though. I wanted to see his frustration at, like, Godzilla on PS4. That shit sucked.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't, well, like you said, he didn't play it, so, you know, like, it's something that he's got to get around to, because that game does fucking, well, that was just a huge disappointment.
Well,
I remember seeing the trailer and being like, fuck, this looks awesome.
Well, to me, it's like, why would you go from, you know, the old arcade style, like, what was it, generation before, PS3, PS2, and GameCube, because when they had Godzilla games on there, like, they were basically like a fighter. They were a beat-em-up.
Yeah, they were really good fighting game, too. Like,
yeah.
They were, and that was the shit, that was the way to do it.
But then for them to go the way that they did for the PS4, and then the controls...
The controls sucked.
Yeah.
They made it objective-based. You know, it just wasn't that fun. You know, they could have done a hell of a lot better.
Right? I agree. I mean, you know, to me, that game was, like, rough. It was just like, yo, why'd you do it this way? You know, I couldn't make heads or tails of it.
I'm starting to think, too, another franchise that's about to get ruined featuring giant monsters. Of course, with the movie, it's going to get ruined, but Rampage, you know there's going to be a game. There's got to be. I mean, I haven't seen anything about one, but there's got to be a game. And I'm sure they're going to fucking ruin it. I just have this feeling that they're going to fucking ruin Rampage, which is such a simple-ass game.
Here's what I think is interesting with that, and with that little bit of sentiments, is the fact that, number one, you know, you got U-Bowl that's, like, going nuts on it right now. I don't know if you heard about U-Bowl throwing his shit fit about it. Did you hear about that yet? Oh my god, you gotta look it up. He is so pissed because he had a series of movies called Rampage, which, shocker, he made movies that have nothing to do with a video game. But they're about this guy who goes nuts and just starts killing people and just getting his rocks off because the world's fucked up. He just recently came out with a third one where the dude went and overtook the White House and all kinds of crazy stuff. And he's like, yo, I'm going to sue, I think what is it, Universal that's doing the Rampage movie? I can't remember who's doing it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is Unity.
But
yeah, it might be WB.
But
pretty Universal.
But he's got the total fucking dick shit about it, and yeah, it's just hilarious. All right, we were just talking about Rampage, so you haven't missed much at all.
Okay, yeah, I'm not interested.
Well, I went off on the whole, we basically are talking about the whole U-Bowl outrage.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if you've heard about that.
I did, yeah.
U-Bowl's just busting it up because it's detracting from my movie Rampage. Oh, nobody's going to pay attention to it now. Is it Universal or WB? Me and Tannen couldn't figure it out.
It's actually WB and New Line.
Okay, New Line and WB, yeah. They're pretty much the same place nowadays anyway.
Yeah.
But, No, he's just going like a total fuck nugget, like how this is going to ruin the Rampage, my Rampage movie series, and it's like, really? He's like, yeah, he's trying to sue, like, Warner Brothers and New Line. It's like, you do know that this is a video game from the fucking 80s, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, I think Midway could probably turn around and sue him for trying to say it's his franchise or something.
Well,
I mean, if he really wants to piss that much of a bitch about it.
Yeah. Well, actually, the other day, because one of my friends had said, they're like, well, it doesn't make any sense. The guy makes video game movies. And me being the smart ass I am, I'm like, really? He does? I'm surprised he doesn't know more about video games then. Oh, wait, he made House of the Dead.
Oh, God.
Explains everything.
It explains a lot. You didn't even fucking play the damn game.
Well, I don't know if you've seen the creature designs from the Rampage movie. Like, what the fuck did they do to Lizzie?
Oh, it's just, no, it's horrible. The whole thing is horrible. And when did the wolf fly? Never.
Wait, the wolf is in it? I have not seen any clips of the wolf.
I don't recall flying wolf, but in the trailer they're like, oh my god, it's a flying wolf. And it's just like, what the fuck? Did you guys just make that up?
And you got The Rock in it. And it's like...
Yeah, it's The Rock.
Always, it has to be.
Oh my god. So anyways, Burns, since we're on, I know Tannen did his kind of intro with the reset button and things of that nature. Matt, why don't you introduce yourself? Tell us a little about you, what you do.
Well, I mean, I put on 4-State Comic-Con. That's mostly what I do. I also, I mean, that's been kind of my thing for the last couple of years now with the guys from Comics World, Chambersburg, and whatnot. So, like I said, it's been a lot of fun, and it's been growing here and our next one's in October. So.
Yep, the next one is in October. Was it October 20th?
20th and 21st, yeah.
Yes, and that's going to be big. You've got, Eric Roberts so far now?
Yeah. I mean, we got a couple more people in the works, so
okay.
keep an eye on 4statecon.com for all the info.
Yep, that should be a pretty big show. I liked it the last time that I went, not this past spring, but last spring. I mean, that was kind of a bash. So next time I need people to supervise me so I don't get too fucked up.
I was gonna say you got a little crazy if I remember correctly. You got a little out there. But that's cool. That's what we're here for, to have fun.
Exactly. But anyway, so on the whole U-Bowl topic, how many of y'all heard about Steven Spielberg's bullshit recently?
You mean Ready Player One?
Oh, what bullshit this time?
Well, he's got
a couple of bullshit.
He's got two big ones. Number one, he was stating his grievances a couple weeks ago as he feels that small streaming sites, and granted, I'm using the word small loosely here, like Netflix and Hulu,
YouTube, etc.,
and things of that nature, like when movies are put up on there, those movies should not qualify for Oscars. And it's like...
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
It's like, dude, your first movie was a TV fucking horror movie called Duel.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. Well, people just don't know how to accept change, I think.
And then to me, it's like, dude, your first Oscar-winning movie was about a fucking shark killing people. You have no room to judge anybody.
Oh, not at all. And, think about it, too. So he just turned around and, completely shit on Stranger Things, which is a show that definitely throws homage to his shit.
Those homage to all things 80s.
Well, it's just way to piss all over that. Here's your thank you card. There's a big middle finger drawn inside of it. You're not real stuff to me. I'm Steven Spielberg. Yeah,
it's like, dude, you came from nothing. And who are you to judge?
Your latest movie is nothing but 80s stuff. I mean, look at Ready Player One, and that's the Spielberg movie, right?
Right.
Yeah, look at that movie. It's literally just a freaking nerdgasm. I mean, that's all that movie is. I mean,
and I'm sure.
I haven't seen it yet. I've heard good things. I mean, I'm sure it's... Yeah, I mean, I've heard good things about Ready Player One. I haven't seen it yet, but I might go see it on Friday.
Now, the biggest thing that I think is funny with Spielberg this week is him and his quote-unquote beef with Hardee's. I don't know if you guys seen that yet or not.
Fast food chain?
Well, Steven Spielberg has got quote-unquote beef with Hardee's at the moment because since they're helping promote Ready Player One, they decided to approach Spielberg and say, yo, we're going to rename our sliders and we're going to call them Spielburgers. And he is so pissed. He's actually even...
Why?
He's even sent them a cease and desist. And it's like...
Grumpy old man, get off my porch.
It's exactly what it is.
it's like, dude.
Oh my god.
To me, it's like it's well within fair use because all they got to do is turn around and say, parody.
It's not about you. I mean, there's a million people who are named Spielberg. It's like
yeah.
It could be named after any Spielberg.
And it's named Spielburgers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, hello. You get what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Start ordering Spielbergers anytime I go to a joint.
Right? Exactly. Roll up into Hardee's. Yo, I want a
Lux Spielberger there.
I want a Spielburger.
Spielberger.
Just start doing it, like, just start a trend. And then what is he going to do? Like, everybody's calling him Spielbergers.
Exactly. Stop. You're picking on me. Why? I'm picturing he could dry all his tears with all of his money.
Oh, yeah, just those millions and millions of dollars that he's got. And like, said, oh, he's a little snowflake. Isn't that cute?
You do want to hear something funny?
Like Indiana Jones again.
Speaking of odd and funny shit, remember a while back, I don't know if you were on the show or if it was just me and Lumser, when I was talking about how I approached, Crystal Skull Vodka, about, hey, I want to do this whole new feature on the show where I do 10 shots and talk about 10 models.
As long as it's not reference to Indiana Jones and the Crystal Skull. Ugh.
Well, anyways, I approached the company, and then I went off half-cocked on Dan Aykroyd online, because literally, they're like, well, we'll give you a discount, Sasha. We'll sell you a case for like $500-600, and it's like, it's a discount. It's like, it's a discount, but seriously, I'm trying to promote you. I'm just asking for a bottle to do a couple of shots. I'm not breaking your fingers here, you know what I mean? And I just thought it was funny. I've literally gotten blocked on Twitter by Dan Aykroyd because of it.
Oh, that's right, that is his vodka, isn't it? Yeah.
I'm just all like, yeah, bitch blocked me.
It's like, wow.
Wow, that is some serious... You worked your way up the ladder there, man.
Like,
by Dan Aykroyd.
I'm like, man, I could piss people off.
That was right there with Jimmy Buffett suing some restaurant in Frederick, Maryland because they were called Cheeseburger in Paradise. What is up with these old farts, man? Like, they don't have enough money? It's like, yo, what the hell? It makes no sense. I mean, I am having a good laugh about it, at least. But, that's one of the big things I wanted to kind of bring up. But Stephen King and you, Bo, you had brought up about, not Stephen King, Steven Spielberg. But now I'm coming to King next. We're coming to King next. He's the next Steven on the list, I guess.
Yeah, we got the next Steven on the list. Is
so
King.
many Stevens.
And King. And I am going to be honest, I like early King. I just don't get why everybody's so all nuts deep in King at the moment. It makes no sense to me.
It's the movie. It's become mainstream again, so it's the movie.
It's it. When we get the big success of It last year, I'm sure it had something to do with it. Yeah, I agree with you, Dan.
And then also, the horrible, shitty, fucking Dark Tower movie. God awful.
Yeah. I actually just got that. I haven't watched it yet.
It brought attention. It brought new people to his books. Like, especially even people that read The Dark Tower. I'm sure they had never read the book.
Oh, yeah, and I'm sure they've read It, and they've read all, Stan, The Shining. They've all been revisited. That's why we're getting all these remakes and everything like that. I know the remake of Pet Sematary next year, which is sad because that was a good movie. We just had Miko Hughes. He got drunk. He got really drunk at Cancun Cantina.
You got drunk and humped your leg, from what you told me.
Yeah, I think that's like today. I was just saying. Yeah, he's. I'm never going to look at Gage Creed in the same light again. But he was a great guy, and he was really a cool guy. He was a lot of fun to be around. Him and Fred the Hammer Williamson were both treats. They were both really fun people. Fred was funny. He loved to walk. He would walk across Dole Highway. We couldn't give him a ride. It's like the hotel's like across Dole Highway, and that old man would walk across the thing because he was Fred the Hammer Williamson.
What the hell was he walking across the street for?
Because he's Fred the Hammer Williamson. That was the conclusion we came to. And the fact that dude is still just a badass motherfucker at 80 years old.
I'm just sitting here running through my mind. I'm like, there aren't any liquor stores for a good bit until that way. And
that way. I was like, either the Baymont or the other way. It's
like if you went across the street there at the light and you went up maybe less than a quarter of a mile, there's that one bar. It's there.
Benny's or whatever. Well, that's what's up. But we had Cancun and Barefoot Bernie's already attached to the cons.
Exactly.
I mean, but yeah, no. Don't get me wrong. We love Hagerstown. It's been a fantastic event. I mean, Hager Hall's great. They're fantastic people. I mean, the town's been very supportive of us. So I've really nothing but good things to say about it outside of what I've. You know, I mean, it's just
outside of the bad apples.
And every town has their bad apples. Chambersburg has bad apples. Every town, Martinsburg, they all have bad apples. Every town has its problems. I mean, but that's what we're trying to do with Force Day. We're trying to make it so people have something positive to do with their families and whatnot, and kids have a positive place to go. Where Tannen, you and I grew up, we actually had the Cave and the 180 Club and places like that where we could actually go out and enjoy ourselves. I mean, me and Tannen played a bunch of shows together. Actually, when we were like 18. Me and this guy go back a ways actually.
That's what I was telling Sasha earlier. Like, I was just like, oh, but she was like, you know Matt Burns. I was like, do I know Matt Burns?
Yeah, we've known each other over half of our lives, I think. I'm pretty sure.
It's like, Matt Burns, you can be cool talking with him. Is there any sort of funny
Well, what's funny, I was going to say, because, in the music scene, I made my fair share of enemies. You know this very well. You know this as well as anything.
Yeah.
Well, and we've all made our fair share of enemies. I mean, I got enemies, she's got enemies. I mean, Tannen's got enemies. I mean, people. It's not all fucking rainbows and unicorns. Am I right?
Well, what is it that somebody said? You've made a few enemies. Great. That means you've done something.
You've done something with your life. Absolutely. Yeah. That means you stood up for something. Or you did something.
Exactly.
You're not just a fucking puppet. You know what I mean?
Exactly. And that's how I view it anymore. It's like, oh, whoop-de-doo.
That's the only freaking way you got. Because if you're scared of making enemies, just don't do anything then. Just go to work and just go to work and just be a drone, basically. That's what I mean, because you're gonna make enemies.
Go to work, go home and take a nap. Congratulations, you got no enemies.
Yeah, congratulations. Sit and watch, cable TV or whatever.
I mean, hell, I made an enemy just the other day, just walking to work. That's why I gotta go get surgery.
You made what was that? You made an enemy. What was it the other night on Facebook? Somebody saying something they shouldn't have. A mutual acquaintance of ours saying something.
Oh, dear God, yes.
Yeah.
I'm quite sure you've seen that.
We're not going to bring. I don't know if you want to bring it up.
I'll bring it up. We're not bringing any names into this.
No, I'm not bringing any names. I mean, because right? I mean, because we do. I mean, I at least have a working relationship.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
I mean,
we're not bringing up any names, but we'll just kind of bring it up because I don't know if you know or not, Tannen, but in the last month is technically Transgender Day of Visibility, where everybody's supposed to be visible. Try to help promote and bring some light to the community, things of that nature. And granted, if you follow my Facebook enough, I'm promoting that shit from day one, like, hey, this is what's coming up. So you would think people that are friends that follow me would be well aware, hey, today is not a good day to post a transphobic meme.
Or joke, or whatever you want to call it.
Never is a good day to fucking do that shit, but keep on going.
Well, anyway, so all of a sudden in my feed, on T-Dub as we call it,
a mutual friend of ours,
has a GIF or a GIF or whatever y'all call it. I know there's like a whole semantics.
I say GIF.
But anyways, there's a GIF and it has Forrest Gump in it, and you see Bailey J. And if you're not familiar with Bailey J, she is a transgender porn star, and she looks real cute, real hot. She always does. No shame in that. And
I mean, truthfully, I thought that was actually a woman. So I mean,
Well, technically she is.
Well, I mean, I know she, but that's not what I meant.
But anyway,
awesome. Good for her.
Forrest Gump's waving at her. She's waving back, all excited and jumping. And then Forrest Gump's smiling and looking back, and she's still waving and wiggling. And then she stops, with the bottom half is still waving and swinging and wiggling. And then he's kind of like, and then kind of disappears off screen, like, I'm out of here.
Off or whatever, yeah.
And it's like, the fuck on T-Dub. Don't get me wrong. It's the worst thing in the world to do. Because it kind of promotes things, and I just thought it was funny, because I went off. I'm like, yo, what the fuck, Because, again...
she did. I got tagged like 16 times during that freaking post.
I was like, yo...
Yeah.
And I wasn't afraid to say, hey... To all y'all who know this person, maybe you might want to reassess your association.
And I didn't say, not cool, man, or whatever. It wasn't cool. It was not cool, and it wasn't. I mean, absolutely not.
Yeah.
I mean, it was, it was definitely offensive, and I mean, the person should have used. I mean, he has since tried to apologize.
I give him credit.
Yeah, he did reach right out and was like, look, I'm sorry. I wasn't trying to. I mean, he did. I'll give him points for trying.
I'll give him points for trying. But no, like. It was hilarious, and then I had like another one the other day. It was just being a complete ass. I'm like, y'all don't realize that this was just only a couple of days ago. Can y'all just hold off on your little jokes?
Yeah, for like a month or so.
We had a day. Give us a month.
Yeah,
we had
even a week. Even a week.
Yeah,
something.
Give me a break. I was like, I'm sitting here dealing with internal injuries from a motherfucker who tried to run me over, and y'all want to
for being who you are, or whatever
like,
who you are.
Oh,
I don't even know this story. So,
okay.
So yeah, go for it.
Well, anyways, y'all. Well, I'm not saying where I work, but I'm a manager at a retail restaurant gas station. That really narrows it down here in PA, doesn't it?
There's only like 4 of them.
But I'm a night shift manager.
Now, if you were in Maryland, you'd have Royal Farms add to that list, but unfortunately they're not in PA yet. But continue.
And obviously I'm not part of farming family because, you know, how much family they really treat people because Rudder sucks. But anyway, this is a guy who came in one day and we sell cigarettes. Well, he came in with this kid, I kid you not, barely looks like he has pubic hair. Comes up to me, yo, I want some menthol cigarettes. Me being me, yo, I need to see some ID. Because state law, you know what I mean? Kid barely looks old enough to have pubes on his dick. I'm not selling him cigarettes.
Without ID.
Yeah.
Well, his dad comes up, kind of a heavy-set, balding guy wearing his dad or his lover. I don't know which. We're not going to make that argument. But his dad or his pedophile comes up.
Whatever you want, whatever helps him sleep at night.
Wearing Bermuda shorts, flip-flops, a top that you wish would button up because his tits are bigger than mine. And, of course, he didn't even have to try there, but he went to excess. And comes up and starts giving me grief. Well, I'm buying these cigarettes for him. We got a sign right above the cigarettes that say, you cannot buy cigarettes for a minor. It's against the law. Doesn't matter. Doesn't say, it says a minor. Doesn't matter if that person's your kid or whatever. I'm like, yo, you want to go get his ID? He can come back and buy these. I'm not selling them to you. Sorry.
Have a nice day.
Have a nice day. He leaves the store with the biggest, loudest, most transphobic bullshit you could possibly imagine. Me being me, I'm just like, whatever. I got cameras everywhere, dude. Cameras and audio. We hear and see everything. What have you. Couple weeks later, same guy. Because you know how at the end of your receipt you get a survey. You could win a $250 gift card or whatever. He decides to take advantage of that survey to trans bash me more. The company literally stood up for me and took my side on that argument. They're like, Sasha, we know who this is. This is somebody who's given you shit before. We pulled camera and audio, and you were nice, polite to him. You know, you did what you needed to do, even though he's been a total ass to you in the past. You know, he's just trying to get you in trouble. We're just waving it from the record. Fuck him. You know,
which is really cool of them. Some places aren't that forgiving.
Some
retail
places
joints.
decide with the customer.
Yeah,
But
a lot of retail places do. Absolutely.
Yeah, but we got cameras and audio everywhere.
Well, see, that was to your advantage. Obviously.
Yeah, I mean, obviously you can't fart in there without somebody knowing about it. But
somebody farts, they're just like, hey, this is corporate television, this is store 72.
Essentially.
You need to wipe your ass, son.
I mean, every night we do get security that check in with us and it's like, are you guys okay? Everything. I'm like, you guys can see me from 20 different angles. You know, everything's all right.
Yeah, not like he swung at you or anything like that. No?
But I just think it's funny because like a couple weeks after this, and this guy lives around the area somewhere.
Clearly.
He saw me walking to work
and decided
to jump the curb and come at me.
Wow.
I dodged because I trained. I overly strained myself. Apparently, I tore my abdominal wall. I have a hernia at the moment that needs surgery.
Yeah, you say, what's that, Thursday or something?
Well, tomorrow afternoon I go in to see a specialist to get consultation on it. And I think it's funny because I dodged this. I picked myself up sore. I still go to work. I even call the cops. Cops won't do dick because I live in bumfuck Egypt side of Chambersburg. You know, it's just me.
So you're not in city limits or anything like that?
Yeah, nobody else really saw it, so it's his word against mine. And I'm like,
and he's probably friends with all the bumpkin cops.
I'm like, all right, bitch, wait till I heal up. I got a name, I got a license plate number, I know where you're at.
Simple Google search.
Not hard, but yeah. And to me, it's just like to see all that transphobia on the net when it's like,
this just happened to you days before.
I was like, y'all don't expect me to come off on you a little raw? But, yeah, and that's basically what happened. And it's like, people were like, well, Sasha, you shouldn't try to take matters in your own hands. I'm like, the cops didn't do anything. I ain't going to hurt him. I might cut him up a little, but I ain't going to hurt him.
Well, he tried to
peel some of that fat off him like meatloaf and pelts. You ever see Pelts? You ever see the movie Pelts? You ever see Meatloaf flail himself? Yeah.
Masters of Horror, classic.
Fucking Dario Argento. What more do you need to say? The king of horror.
Yeah, it's just like, but that's what's been going on with me lately, and that's why I had to go off on people when it was T-Dub.
On
like,
mutual friends. Are
you fucking serious?
Yeah, that's what I said. I mean, but like I said, at least the one mutual friend that we have did apologize. I'm sure you did at least. Well, now I'm sure you can appreciate that, hopefully.
Yeah, I do appreciate it. I never once said that, but I said my piece. And
yeah,
like,
I mean, like I said, he heard you loud and clear. I mean,
he heard me in more than stereo. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, it's. I mean, yeah, like I said, but like I said, but it's, I mean, people just, sometimes they just don't think, I guess, it's like, it's unfortunate. I mean, but we've all said things we don't mean, I guess. I mean, I've done it, you've done it, we've all done it. I mean,
exactly. Sometimes it is a joke. It's like a dick. You don't take it so hard.
Yeah, I mean, well, actually, there's been times I'd be like, Sasha, calm down. Sasha, it's a joke. And you're like, okay, fine, okay.
Man, it's like, don't let me get my shoes off. Don't let me get Jerry Springer up in here.
I'm like, Sasha, Nico was 5 years old. He didn't write the script for Kindergarten Cop. Okay?
Hey, I'm just saying, it would have been a fun debate.
It would have been a fun debate. And actually, Nico was like, he was a sweetheart. You would have liked him. He was great. But
I'm serious. Like with Robert Eriks, I'm bringing him a copy of A Talking Cat. And I'm giving him so much shit about it, and I want that shit signed.
Oh, for sure. For sure. That's
a talking cat on VHS, correct?
What's that?
You're going to have a talking cat on VHS, correct?
Oh, yeah. I've got it on VHS.
You're talking about Eric Roberts.
Yeah.
Yeah, what the other funny thing is with Eric Roberts, I mean, he was just recently on My Cat from Hell, which was the way you look it up. It's on YouTube. It is on YouTube.
Oh my God, it's but no, because you could tell he was clearly stoned for that movie. There was no way.
Oh yeah, he was out of his mind. I mean, Eric Roberts was a party boy back in the day.
There's another one, and I can't think of the name of it, but he turns into a dog, and it's a very similar concept to a talking cat.
It's one of those.
But I can't find it on IMDb to save my life, and I want it.
Yeah, that's just, I can't really. I don't remember the talking cat one, but I mean, I was gonna say, because that was when a lot of people were making those kiddie movies. Like I remember Donald Jackson was making like Little Lost Sea Serpent and Roller Gator and like those B kid flicks. I mean, which is weird because you don't usually think of kid flicks as being B, but check out Roller Gator sometime if you that movie's a trip.
In the early 90s, they were littered with kid B movies.
Yeah, kid like B flicks. And Eric Roberts, well, of course, like I said, Eric Roberts was, he'd kind of been ostracized from Hollywood at the time. It was when he and Julia had the falling out. When he was putting it all up his nose. I mean, he was wild man on a kid. But then he came back, and I mean, he's been, in movies like Dark Knight and The Expendables. I mean, he came out on the other end smelling like roses. I mean,
well, he's making it's kind of like with what do you call him? He's not. I'm trying to think of his name. It's not Ice Cube. It's Ice-T.
Yeah.
Ice-T. I mean, he'll take any fucking job you throw at him.
Yeah. Well, it's Eric Roberts. Eric Roberts one time was on 3 film sets in one day. 3 different film sets, filmed 3 different things in one day. Dude's a horse. I'm telling you, he's a workhorse. I'm telling you, I mean, and he loves. I mean, everybody I know that's met him has said he's been a great guy. So I can't wait to have him at 4 State. I mean, because that's a big thing with us. You gotta be cool. I mean, because there's nothing worse, and I'm sure you've known this from you guys have been to cons and whatnot. Nothing worse than meeting somebody that you always want to meet and then be a complete jackass.
Yes, exactly.
It's just, and then be a complete, and it just ruins your whole opinion of the person.
Well, like my brother, he went to, and I can't remember which con it was. He had met Kenny Baker, little dude who was inside R2D2, and he's like, dude's a total douchebag.
Yeah, I've heard that. Yeah.
And then he also added, like, they ran into Seth Green, and he's like, that guy's a fucking asshole. And I'm like, wow, it's just like.
Which sucks because like I said, Seth Green's funny. I mean, he's got some good stuff. I mean, Chris has become one of the best characters on Family Guy in my opinion, especially in the later years.
And then you have people like, Stan Lee, and I hear Stan Lee's cool, but he charges like a shit ton of money just for an autograph.
Well, they all do now. It's a business now. It's not a fun thing anymore. I mean, you got guys like Chris Evans charging $250 for it. I mean, it's like, dude, no wonder. That's why these big. I mean, I hate to say this. I mean, the big cons are still doing very well. Don't get me wrong, but I think that's why a lot of them are tanking, because these celebrities are putting them out of business. Because these vendors don't want to set up there, because they're not going to pay $500 for a table and not make dick all weekend. You know what I'm saying? Or not make anything. I mean, because you're competing with, you're competing with the whole freaking Guardians of the Galaxy cast. I mean, how are you going to compete with that?
Right.
Selling your little freaking soaps and crafts. How can you compete with freaking Michael Rooker sitting across the freaking thing? You can't. Yeah. There's no way.
It just makes no sense. And then you got all these big companies that are involved in cons now, too.
But yeah, I know Wizard World's actually kind of taken it on there. They've taken a step back, I've noticed, with the celebrities, because they've run them. I mean, from what I heard, they were almost pretty much bankrupt. I mean, and again, I don't know any of this for a fact. I mean, hopefully I don't get sued over this podcast, but but it's true. I mean,
you might get blocked from Dan Aykroyd, but that's about it.
Well, damn, I wanted Dan Aykroyd. Dan, I'm not affiliated. Dan, I'm not affiliated with this. Come to 4-State. No.
Bring your vodka.
Yeah, bring your vodka for her, so she'll shut up about it. Bring your vodka for this. For this.
Yeah, I'm pretty cheap. Just bring me vodka.
Yeah, just bring her bottles of booze and she's fine. You missed the last con. We had alcoholic desserts.
What?
We had alcoholic infused cheesecake. You missed it.
Well, that's how I got this mug, right? Didn't I tell you the story behind that?
I don't think so, no.
The dude was selling glassware beside of me, and it was like early in the morning.
Oh, you're talking about the last con,
yeah? The one I was at. He was selling it early in the morning, and
I say the last con because the last one was just 2 weeks ago. Yeah. So the last one to me is still the last one. But, the one in September was still the last one.
He's selling it, and I'm like, I was like, man, I'd buy that for $10. Does it come with beer? And he's like, no. He's like, I'd be surprised if you can get beer. I'll give you this for $5 if you can somehow get beer in this. And I was
the bar was open.
Not yet.
Oh, not that early.
Not yet.
Yeah. Now they opened during this con or whatever, but yeah, I guess
not yet. I looked over at a couple of guys at the booth, and I'm like, watch my stuff. I'll be right back. I come back. I'm like, yo, I got a beer. Mug me.
Yeah. It was like, because last time you was sandwiched right between. I remember Jesse Green and somebody else. I forget who you guys were like sandwiched in the middle of those two.
Yeah,
people.
We were having fun though.
I forget who the other guy was, but there was somebody else beside you. But yeah, that was a good time. That's what
we had a blast. I mean, that was the whole point. I mean, I had a little too much of a blast there. You can't.
Yeah, well, it's funny. The last time the after party had like something that had a band that was actually a lot of fun. They played like rock covers of like NSYNC and Britney Spears and shit. It was fun. They were goofy.
That doesn't mean don't come. Just means get drunk.
Well, I was gonna say all the rest of 4-State, including Miko Hughes, were drunk. So I mean, yeah, but it was fun. It was a good time.
You should get what's his name back? Vincent. Why am I saying Peter Vincent?
Alex Vincent. We've been trying. He's been busy. So, I mean, what those Chucky movies have been. They're making these new Chucky.
We got
movies.
That new TV series.
Yeah, I was going to do TV series. And like I said, yeah, he's been busy. So, I mean, he hasn't been doing nearly the cons that he was doing. And Tannen, are you still there? I know you're not talking much anymore.
Oh yeah, I'm here. I'm here.
So Tannen, I know this is something that you probably get some feedback on. What's your take on the whole Channel Awesome bullshit for YouTube?
Channel Awesome.
Oh, you haven't heard?
Dude,
didn't somebody shoot up YouTube recently?
We're gonna get to that.
That's next. Okay, that's next. Okay.
Yeah,
we're gonna get to that.
Yeah,
we're gonna get to that.
Yeah, you know about that.
But the whole Channel Awesome thing was there's a Google Doc going around, and Channel Awesome has the Nostalgia Critic, Doug Jones, Brad Jones. They had a lot of really
the effects guy, Doug Jones, the guy from Shape of Water. Oh no, a different guy.
But they had all these big time YouTubers, and a lot of them have gone their separate ways, and it was never announced why these people left. Because he had Phalis Portis, he had What was his name? Who wears the fedora and does comic book reviews? I can't think of his name.
I can't remember that guy's name either, but I know who you're talking about.
But he was part of that, and they all actually left, and people were like, well, what's going on? And they didn't say anything. Well, they found out, and what's going on is like when they created that whole big thing of, hey, you're part of Channel Awesome, they were going to small creators and saying, yo, you can't make that kind of content. Yo, you can't put your Patreon on there. Yo, everything's got to come to us first. What? And then we'll distribute the funding to you after we get paid.
Holy shit.
Fuck that.
And one of the guys that was in charge, and not Brad Jones, who does the Nostalgia Critic, but another one that's affiliated with him by the name of Mike, was like sexually harassing all the women that was on there. It was being a real big douche canoe, trying to take advantage of things. There was people who were sent to take a shoot in a warehouse, and it was like 100+ degrees inside there, and they were fucking boiling to death, and they refused to give them water. There's like a shit ton of grievances. And it's like, you know, to me, it's a bunch of small, I mean, I like the idea of a bunch of small creators getting together and trying to help promote each other. But this, it's felt like a bunch
you got to do it right. That's the thing.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a difference between cross promotion and and just being dicks.
And that's what happened here. I mean,
That's fucked up.
3 big ones basically said, we're in charge of your shit. You can't do this. You got to create what we tell you to. And it's like, well, no wonder people were fucking leaving. And it's funny because a few people came public with what was going on, and then like the floodgates just opened up and said, whoosh. And people have just been waiting for it.
That's like the whole Harvey Weinstein
yes.
thing. The whole thing. I was going to say, I mean, you can only be a dick to somebody for so long before shit's going to hit the fan. I mean, it's just that's just how it is. I mean, you gotta have some kind of compassion, some kind of decency, or else that's just. I mean, I've seen that happen so many times over the years with people. You know, you can't be like that. You gotta, But then there was like the next topic I guess would be the YouTube shooter.
Yeah, and see, that's the thing I found interesting, because before we had the podcast tonight, I actually overheard why she went and did what she did. She was a small creator. She felt that she was being used and abused by YouTube algorithms, because let's be honest, YouTube algorithms suck nowadays. If you're a small creator, it takes a lot to get noticed. It takes a lot to get picked up unless you already have an established audience, unless you're going out there to really promote yourself and really push the limit and annoy the piss out of all your friends. You know, you got to go that extra mile. And the thing of it is that in the past, when YouTube first started, I mean, like the biggest YouTube channel about 10, 15 years ago was an old guy reliving his war stories with people online. You know, that was the biggest thing next to cat videos.
Yeah, and YouTube was like, I mean, and people sharing like family videos and whatnot.
Yeah,
like
exactly. Yeah. And now it's a very huge corporate entity, and I get it because YouTube needed to sustain itself, to pay for all the costs of housing all these videos and things of that nature, and now they have advertising and ad revenue, but they make it really hard now for a small creator to even claim that. You know, in the last couple days, I mean, if you don't have at least 50,000, it's not views, they could care less how many people watch your shit. But if you don't have that many subs, they kick you right out. They say, you don't have ad revenue, go pound fucking sand.
What the fuck? Are you serious?
Yeah. If you try to monetize...
Well, I know that's why a lot of people are going to like Vimeo and like some of the other creator sites.
That's why I've been like posting stuff to Facebook Video now. That's why I dual stream to PlayStation Network, which pisses good old YouTube off because I can see all my views as they come in. Right. And then I think it's so hilarious because I can have, for example, a broadcast like this that hits over 1,000 people, and it shows up on YouTube's site as 1,000 people, and then a couple days later it's only a couple hundred.
Wow. Because
they took it all off and said, well, those don't count because they're not loyal subscribers, they're not enrolled into YouTube and Google and yada, 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 so they don't count. And it's like, wait, somebody still watched your shit, still saw your advertising, still saw all that other stuff. How did they not count?
How did they not get it? So they're not people.
Yeah, it's like...
Were they gerbils?
Somebody still watched. But to me, I just find it humorous, and believe it or not, that was the woman's... I'm not condoning her reasons, but that was the reason why she went and ballistic in YouTube and shot a bunch of people and then killed herself. Because she felt that YouTube was ripping her off. And granted, I can't disagree with her. You know, I don't think what she did was right.
You don't condone her behavior, but you understand her behavior.
I understand why she did that.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, it's difficult as a creator of any type, as an artist, to know all the hours of work that you put in doing something that even though it might only generate like 50 cents in ad revenue in a year, that somebody else is getting that 50 cents.
Yeah, you're not even getting that. So, I mean, so what's the difference?
You get what I'm saying?
No, I fucking hear you.
And that's
nuts, though. That's just crazy.
But yeah, that's what was announced about the YouTube shooter, and it's like, the fuck. So what are your thoughts? I mean, because you're a small creator like I am on the tube.
Yeah, but I mean, really, like, I just kind of show up, like, people ask me to show up, and I show up.
Yeah,
like,
I know.
I mean, you know, like Travis, I mean, he controls most of that channel. I really don't do much. I just, you know, I'm here and then I'm gone, you know, the rest of the time. But still, though, I mean, you know, it really, like, Google owns YouTube, don't they?
Yeah, Google's part of it.
They bought them or whatever, I believe.
So, like, in the long run, I mean, that is down ripping people off. Now I understand why a lot of people are going to stuff like Vimeo and everything. People started going over to Vimeo years ago, too, back when YouTube had, they would set limits on their videos there for a while of what you could
Getting a booty call?
do. And a lot of creators were going over, like, people that would make short films and stuff would go to Vimeo instead.
Like, she got a brother.
Because, yeah.
Or a sister.
Well, because back, like, a few years ago, like, Vimeo was a place you could go to actually, like, have, like, you know, up to 3 episodes.
Sorry, side note.
It's okay.
Sasha's.
I thought Matt here was trying to get a booty call from somewhere.
Yeah, she was trying to cock block and.
No, I'm not trying to cock block. I'm like, yo, does she got a brother, sister,
pet,
dog I can pet?
Whatever it is. I'm going to take a break real quick. I will be back here momentarily. I got to refill my drink and stuff like that.
Tannen's got to water the tulips.
Yeah, gotta get one of the tulips and get more water than one of the tulips, you know.
Gotta freshen up.
Gotta hit that powder room.
I'm sick, so I gotta stay hydrated. You know
yeah. I was gonna say, you sound like you're a little stuffy. I hope I'm not coming down with something. Because that's kind of how I'm feeling right now. I'm like, oh god.
You catch it off of Skype, there's a problem.
Yeah. But yeah, that's what I said. I mean, it's like I said, but I didn't hear much about that Spielberg stuff. But I mean, I knew like Ready Player One. I know is doing really well. But I mean, look at that thing. That thing's a freaking nerdgasm. Like I said,
and to me, I've heard mixed reviews on it. I mean, I've heard people say it's really good. Yeah. And I've heard people say
it's like it's Twilight for men.
To me, it's like I just don't know. I mean, you know, with Spielberg and everything else, it just seems like, how can I put it best? It seems like it's just a special effects.
Oh yeah, it's a CGI fest.
Yeah, and to me it's like
CGI fest. I mean, we're. And I mean, like I said, well, let's be realistic. I mean, there's really, I mean, movies are just so hit or miss nowadays.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess with Hankins, we can talk about Infinity War too. I mean,
Infinity War? Yeah. Sheesh. I'm not even interested in Infinity War.
It looks like the Royal Rumble of superheroes. It's like a battle royal of superheroes. It's like, how many freaking superheroes can they cram in one movie?
Exactly. And to me, it's like, and they're already revealing all the hidden stuff.
The plots, yeah.
Yeah, they're like,
either Captain America or Iron Man's going to die, or both of them are going to die.
Chris Evans has already said once this movie's done, he's not doing Captain America anymore.
Yeah, and I know Robert Downey Jr. has similar feelings about Iron Man. I mean,
but he's felt that way since Iron Man 3.
Yeah, but I mean, they keep paying him, so he keeps coming back.
And to me, it's like, and to me, how can I put it best? I feel kind of cheated.
I mean, I'm sure I'm going to go see it because everybody's going to go see it. So I'm sure I'll go see it at some point or another. But I mean, it's my good friend's in it actually. Kent Wagner. He's one of the I think he's one of the aliens that are fighting Thanos or whatever. So
he was in Guardians in the prison.
Yeah, he was in Guardians. He was the Ravager. I was going to say
he was in Guardians 2 as one of the Ravagers.
Yeah, so he was in.
He's in Walking Dead.
Yeah, Stranger Things.
Yeah, he's been in everything.
Yeah, well, he's in Atlanta. I mean, if you're in Atlanta, there's work. I mean, if you're in Atlanta, there's a lot of work down there. But I mean, not saying the guy doesn't bust his ass because he does. But I mean.
Yeah, as long as you got to bust your ass to work.
Yeah, but it's a lot. I mean, but like I said, but in Atlanta, it's a lot more plentiful than it is out this than up there.
Yeah, especially with Georgia. And
we don't really have a whole lot of that up here. I mean, we have I know they down near Rockville or whatever. I think that's or Baltimore, where they have that studio that does a lot of the investigation discovery shows.
Yeah.
And I mean, I know they do some of that up here, but it's not a whole lot. I mean, we don't really get a whole lot up here.
Right, and we do have a lot of small time people and things of that.
Yeah, I mean, we have our DIY folks like your Brad Twiggs, your Libby McDermott's, your Todd Chamberlain's, we have a lot of that going on too, which is cool.
Matt, me, and Big Candy are petitioning right now, making it official. We want Vincent at the show.
You want who?
Vincent.
Who's Vincent?
Look up #Lonely Vincent.
Who's lonely? I'll have to look that up. I'm not sure who that is.
Who is that?
Lonely Vincent. I don't. Is he a YouTuber or something?
He was, in essence, the $1 Million Man's quote-unquote body.
You're talking about Virgil.
Yeah, Virgil.
Yeah. Oh, you don't even have to invite him. He just shows up usually.
I'm issued a challenge this past week on the show in regards to Lonely Virgil that I would literally, who could be the loneliest, me or Virgil? I want to see it happen.
If you guys pay us travel and hotel, we'll get him, okay?
Oh, damn it.
Because we're not paying it.
I think he has his own RV.
It would not surprise me. Virgil. Oh, my God.
Just let it leak this an event.
Yeah, Virgil. You know, he was the $1 Million Man's bodyguard back in WWE back in the day.
Wow. Show up.
He just showed. Apparently he's done that. Like he'll just show up at cons. Hey, I'm here. Okay, Virgil. Here's a table. You go sit in the service hallway.
Oh, I'm never even familiar with this guy.
If you show up before state and you give him the service hallway, I will personally find a small table and set up next to him.
Yeah, you'll bring a card table with you, like a little card table with you.
I would.
And then they'll be like, hey, is Virgil? Yeah, he's a room minimum. He's a room minimum.
Chris, we're gonna let you copyright that. That's yours.
Yeah, minimum.
You need that on long.
#minimum. #minimum.
You need that on shirts, merchandising. Come on, Chris, get on it.
Next week.
What's that?
That might be the next title. If I'm doing a hostful this upcoming Saturday, that might be the title. Minute.
The new Long Coat Mafia podcast. Minute. You might be the Long Coat Minute.
Oh God.
The Long Coat Minute.
Oh. But yeah,
Virgil. Like I said, Chris. As long as you pay for him, we'll bring him in.
Oh, Tannen's back with us. Hey, Tannen, welcome back.
I'm here.
Hey, Tannen, do you remember Virgil, the $1 Million Man's bodyguard?
I remember the $1 Million Man, but
he had a bodyguard named Virgil.
Apparently, he likes to show up at cons and he's all lonely.
Yeah, like that's like his thing. I think his hashtag is Lonely Virgil.
That's badass. So he actually shows up just randomly?
Yeah, so we're going to try to get him to show up randomly to 4 states, so because Lumser has a challenge for him. Tell him your challenge, Lumser.
Yeah, kind of issued a challenge saying that if he shows up to 4 State, I want a booth right next to him to see who could be the loneliest. Because
Of course, I don't know. Dan Noakes might have both y'all beat him. The way that's bitter as that dude is at cons, I don't know. You know Dan?
Yeah, I know Dan.
Oh my God, that boy's bitter.
He's completely bitter. He's like, nobody showed up.
It's like, how do you afford tables, Dan? So it's gonna be Dan. It's gonna be a triple threat match. The Reverend Godfather, Dan Noakes, and Virgil.
Can we get like announcers for this?
Yes, I'm going to announce it. So, you want to be the other announcer?
Yeah, sure. We'll do ringside. It'll be great.
You want to get on this? You want in this? Color commentary. We set up strobe lights and stuff too every now and again. We really do it.
We'll hit like the theme. We'll go. You guys. Hey, Lumser, what's your theme song going to be?
I don't know. I'll find something.
I have a suggestion. You don't have to use this, but I have a suggestion for your theme song, Lumser. You could use "I'm So Ronery" from Team America.
I was just thinking that.
Yeah, I'm so ronery.
man.
Oh, that does sound like it'd be interesting.
Yeah.
So you get all hydrated there, Tannen?
I'm the opposite. I had to, I drank some water. I took a piss. I sat there for a second, and I refilled my hot toddy, because that's what I'm using right now. I think I'm going to get urgent care tomorrow. Pretty sure.
They were pretty off the chain for me, so. Especially when I went in there and pretty much knew what was wrong, and they're like, yeah, you're right.
Here's a prescription.
Here's a prescription and a doctor's note. And I'm like, fuck, that was worth $50.
Yeah, that's about it. Like, that's all I need. Just some antibiotics and a fucking
doctor's note.
Day off work. That's all I want.
Yep. Where are you working these days, Tannen?
I work at a pawn shop.
That's awesome. I always wanted to do that. I always wanted to work at a pawn shop. Which one?
The famous pawn up on Dual Highway.
Oh, the one next to the lock door.
Yep.
Okay, I know where that's at. Yeah, right by Hager Hall, actually, not far from Hager Hall at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
So I know where that's at. Porn and liquor. I know where that's at.
Yeah, right.
You get the hockey shit for sex pills. I mean, what do you?
I get Viagra and some beer.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And hawk my unwanted DVDs. And get money for my unwanted DVDs.
Yeah, they don't sell much for that anymore.
Nah, they pay like $0.25 a piece for them now, I think.
Then they rip me off for like $1 a piece. It's like, you fuckers.
I got this $1 a piece. That's high. Actually, you got a pretty good deal. I know most people don't pay more than $1.50.
You were selling DVDs? What were you doing?
No, I bought like DVDs off certain pawn places for like $1 a piece. So.
No, I mean, that's not that bad.
I mean, half the time I give them away because we have like so many of them.
Oh yeah, I'm sure if you.
It's fine. Here's like 5 DVDs.
Just go away.
Just take them.
Just take them and leave. Oh, you bought something else? Here's 10 DVDs.
Yeah, here's some more DVDs.
Hey, Chris, since you're back on the show, well, you want to go ahead and kind of give some background on you for people who just tuned in, things of that nature, what you do, things of that nature?
He doesn't do anything.
Well, in doing so, I am the annoyance of Matt Burns at every show, well, almost every show, and the annoyance of the local Martinsburg government and the local library government because of me being somewhat outspoken.
I think we're all outspoken here.
Yeah, they don't like me because I think their conference rooms should be free, and they want to charge $10 to $50 an hour for them.
Good Lord.
$50 an hour?
An hour, yeah.
Fuck that.
Wait, does that come with blowjob service or not?
If it did,
it is in the right area of Martinsburg. I'm just saying it isn't the correct. It is right there on King and Queen. Just saying. It's okay, Chris. It's okay, Chris. We're gonna rent the warehouse and we're gonna put on a real Comic-Con down there.
Show them what things are what, right? But either way, I run a local podcast out of Martinsburg, West Virginia, called the Long Coat Mafia Podcast. It's found everywhere podcasts are normally played. Spotify, iTunes / Apple Podcasts, Google Play Music, and our website, which is thelongcoatmafia.podbean.com. And as always, since Podbean has an app, you can find us on there as well.
Cool.
Yep, Lumsey does pretty good with podcasts.
Go ahead.
He's so much fun, to be honest with you. He's a great guy. He's fun to hang out with at cons and things of that nature. He's also just great to chat with.
Yeah, like I said, he's done pretty much every 4-state show we've had. I mean, he was at the last one as a fan, but because like I said, he should have known to stick more to stick with a small con than going with the corporate con. But hey, whatever. I mean, I understand your wanting for growth, and it sucks that didn't happen for you. I'm really sorry to hear that.
And it's just awesome con. That's I'm gonna say it. They're a fucking bitch fest at the end, and I got more.
Matt is not associated with Awesome Con. He does not have these negative feelings toward them in case you ever work with him in the future.
Oh yeah, well that's not. Well, Andrew and John. My partners do. My partners run the Beyond Comics booth there. So I have nothing against Awesome Con.
There you go.
The thing is,
I never tried to work with them though. So
those who know me and Big Penny know that both of us hated, and we gave salt, vinegar, and everything else towards Otacon. And last year, when for just plain shits and giggles, I applied for a press pass for Otacon last year, and they said, "Hey, congratulations, you've been approved." It was, wait, what? You want us to show up. You do realize we've been talking smack about you guys for the better part of 10 years, right? So.
Oh, the irony.
But this year I might go back to see how things for the second year in DC and do a little bit more. But it's going to be one day. It's nothing against Matt and his shows. I'll say this for those folks out there who this is their first time hearing about Matt and his shows out at Hager's Hall in Hagerstown, Maryland. Go check him out. Really. He does put on a great show. He knows what he's doing. Yes, when he first started, he has stumbled, but he's picked himself up and he's ran with it. He does put on a good show.
Well, and I don't want to take full credit for it. I mean, I have a great cast of characters now that help me with the shows now, and I mean, they've helped the things run a lot smoother now. So I appreciate all of my help and my everybody who supports Team 4-State, as we call it. So thank you guys for that. Like I said, man, thank you, Chris, for the really nice plug there. Like I said, I mean, Chris's podcast is a lot of fun. I've done it a few times myself. Actually, I've been on there probably 4 or 5 times now. But yeah, it's always a lot of fun. We did a great show with Ken Wagner, who's actually coming to Comics World, Chambersburg Mall, right down the street from Sasha, for May 5th, and it's always, like I said, I mean, and Kent's always a great guy to hang out with. Very knowledgeable about the business. Very, I mean, I'd say very, very, open to talk. Very, 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 just a super cool guy to talk to, especially if you're trying to get into the business, as an actor, as an effects artist, etc. He's always got a lot of good advice. The guy really rolls with the punches, and we love him up here. So can't wait to hang out with him again on May 5th, Free Comic Book Day at Comics World.
Yeah, and they, what is it, is it 4-State Ghostbusters? Is that what they're called?
Tri-State Ghostbusters.
Tri-State Ghostbusters.
They should be 4-State. They do all 4 states.
They go to all 4 states.
Yeah. For some reason they're only called Tri-State. But yeah, they'll be there cosplaying and raising money for charity, and we're hopefully going. I think we're trying to get a comic artist or a comic artist or creator up there. I'm not sure if they've lined anybody up yet, but we're working on that. So. Always a great day. I mean, the Chambersburg Mall, which never has anybody in it. Last few years they've drawn 500-600 people. So which is fantastic, as that mall is literally hanging on by a thread. It's life support basically at this point.
Well, it's not so much the mall's fault. I mean, I remember when I worked there, and that was. God, it's been almost 20 years.
Yeah, I was going to say, you said it's been a while. And
it's been almost 20 years, because I used to work third shift and do the floors at night. And I remember when, and I don't know if, I know you'll be familiar with the area, Tannen, not so much Chris, but when Applebee's opened up on Wayne Avenue, they originally wanted to open at the Chambersburg Mall. But because...
What made them escape from the mall, though?
Well, the problem of it is the area that it's in, they won't zone for liquor or alcohol.
Yeah, so that's why everything moved one exit up. The Walker Road. That's why everything's out there now. I mean, that's why they've got so much stuff out there now. Everything's out there, and that mall is just sitting dead. I mean, there's nothing around. There's a McDonald's. There's literally a McDonald's.
You got a McDonald's, movies, and you've got, what is it?
Black Rose Antique Mall.
No, the video game place.
Oh, Back to the Media.
Yeah, I like them.
They have Mark's great. I've known Mark for 20 plus years, actually. Mark's a great guy, and I mean, they do some cool stuff in there as well. And I mean, they got FYE in there, which sometimes you can cherry pick some good stuff out of there. And Black Rose Antique Mall has some cool.
Oh yeah.
So wait. Back to the Media. It's not an arcade that's there, though, right?
No, it's a game shop. It's a gaming shop here at Chambersburg Mall.
They have an arcade in the Chambersburg Mall too, though. They did open up. There is a little arcade in there, though.
But it's not where the arcade used to be.
Back to the Media, they run the arcade though up in Hanover as well. And
that's Timeline you're thinking of.
Fucking awesome.
Yeah, that's Timeline you're thinking of. Yeah.
Oh, it's Timeline. That is Timeline. Damn it. Never mind.
Yeah. They know. Back to the. I'm pretty sure they know each other. But yeah, no. But Back to the Media. They used to be in Williamsport. I remember when they first opened up, and then they moved up to the mall.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I think you're thinking of when they were in Williamsport. When they used to bring in like wrestlers and like stuff like that to the shop. Or
yeah. That's where I went and saw. What's his face from the Misfits? Man, my brain is.
Oh yeah. I was there too. I was at that show too. I think it was the last time I saw you. Actually, it was at Michael Graves. It was Michael Grace. He's played at Chambersburg Mall too, actually, since then. He's played at their shop twice, actually. So Michael Grace is a cool guy. He's very easy to work with. I worked with him at the 4-State Slasher Con. We had that a few years back, but it was.
Yeah, that was a while ago.
Yeah, that's the 4-State Slasher, 4-State Disaster Con, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, it's been a while. It's been. I'm just kind of excited because you're having this con in October, and it better have some scary shit in it, or I'm gonna be mad.
Well, I was gonna say, like I said, we're definitely gonna do our best to make sure of that.
Because I'm trying to Shanghai these two fucks to come along with me, so we can have a table and podcast.
I'm sure Chris is down. I'm sure Chris will be down.
Yeah, I'm down. I just gotta get up there.
Yeah, well, we'll get you. I mean, you'll find a way up there. I'm not sure if Big Candy's planning on vending this time. But I know he was talking about that last time. I know he was talking about that possibly getting his vendor booth back. So.
But yeah, we could get Tannen in there, and maybe Chris, and then have Jay, because Jay's got a podcast now too.
Does he really?
Yeah. He's more talking about like historical things.
Yeah, I know he's really into history. I know he's into history.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
That's cool. Yeah.
I mean, I just think it's kind of funny because it reminds me of Sheldon with the Flag podcast.
Yeah.
Flags from around the world.
Yeah. But he and his girlfriend.
No offense, Jay. I know you're watching. I had to pick. I'm sorry.
Yeah. He's no, it's like I said, it's pretty cool. Like I said, but it's like so we can't wait to have everybody involved in it. Plus, I mean, there's another podcast that sets up with us too. The Hub Show, which is a new thing out of Hagerstown, and I mean they do a really good job.
Oh yeah,
the Hub shows, they're really cool people. I mean, Jay, who's the host of that show, is really a nice guy, and he's really been really supportive of the con. I mean, he'll have to send you over some of his links. He's really good.
Cool. I'll check him out.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Chris.
Did they actually help you out this year?
What's that, Chris?
Since they're out of Hagerstown, did they actually get more word out?
Oh yeah, they did, absolutely. They helped, and like I said, actually Jay is really good at he's got like a screen printing business too, so he got some banners. He has really good prices if you need stuff like that. I forget the website off the top of my head, but I mean the Hub Show is the name of the podcast. It's on all the same links as you guys are. So, I mean, like I said, yeah, you can probably look it up through there, but I mean, I can't remember the name of the website that he does the screen printing, but it's like I said, the Hub Show. It's on like Google Play, iTunes, all that stuff.
Yeah.
SoundCloud. They're more almost kind of jockey radio type stuff, but it's funny. I mean, it's more like almost like kind of like more like Howard Stern, a lot of kind of jockey humor, I guess. But it works. It's really good. It's really cool.
Yeah, but see what I've been kicking around Chris and Tannen is just like us get like a couple tables between like the four of us, and then like do a podcast. And we can dual stream it or however y'all want to do it, and then we can riff on some movies while we're there, just for shits and giggles.
Yeah, that's the fucking idea that I love. I love that. I love the idea of doing the Talking Cat because fucking Eric Roberts is going to be there.
Yeah, so that's something we can.
Everybody else is going to talk Dark Knight and Best of the Best. And,
we're doing Talking Cat.
He probably doesn't even remember that movie.
That's a good movie.
Yeah. He probably doesn't even remember that movie.
I mean, he was high.
Like very. Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
But yeah, we can find some trash and riff on it. That could be fun.
Eric Roberts was in his fair share of B flicks too. I mean, he was in his fair share. B horror, maybe. He was in.
I'm well aware. I've been looking through.
All 500 plus of his IMDb credits. I mean, that dude's got more IMDb credits than the last, 10 guests I've had put together, I think. He's certainly the Iron Man. I think it's too funny, too, that he was in, freaking Rihanna videos and The Killer's video, and, he was in a lot of, music videos.
Yeah, he was.
He was Mr. Brightside. He was
Holy
freaking...
shit, that was fucking him. Oh
it was. He was Mr. Brightside. He was also in Rihanna's "Bitch Better Have My Money" video. I think he was in a Jay-Z video. Because apparently, these guys, these rappers, all thought he looked as part of Whitey. Because I guess he always played Whitey. I mean, he was just the token white guy. He was the token white guy.
Come on, hold on.
Tana's like, I gotta look this shit up. Hang on. I don't think he believes me.
Oh yeah, he's been in videos. He's been in all kinds.
I definitely do. I mean, definitely do the Killers. I mean, I remembered that one off the top of my head. I mean, yeah, I mean, like I said, that song was huge. I mean, that Mr. Brightside song was all over the radio and shit. I remember back in the day. It was big song.
I could also fucking kill that song on whatever one of those karaoke games on the PlayStation 2.
Oh yeah, well it was like one of those like DJ Heroes or whatever the fuck they were called, Guitar Hero.
It's like SingStar, yeah.
Oh, SingStar, that was the name of it. Yeah. Where it was like, like you said, it was like karaoke. Wasn't it?
Well, we'll have to set up SingStar then, Tannen.
Oh shit!
We'll set up a little karaoke thing.
I remember I remember there was a girl that I thought was kind of funny when I posted the video the other night of Mr. Brightside. I was like, oh my god! I was like, since we booked our girls, the song stuck in your head. You're welcome, Team Force Day. Anyway, but then like one girl said, they're like, somebody needs to cosplay the blonde girl from the video. I was like, that's kind of a neat idea, actually. Yeah, some girl needs to cosplay like the freaking blonde-haired chick in that video. I was like, that's clever, actually.
That might work. There you go.
Yeah, so you got a blonde, pale girl. It could definitely work.
I just got to find a band that'll play that song.
I will definitely be setting up a camera and filming it. I will have so much content for my YouTube channel for my show that it will be disgusting.
What are you getting content of, Chris? I didn't hear the first part of what you said.
If Sasha and them set up like a karaoke thing.
Oh, I don't know if that's going to be allowed. We got to talk about that. I don't know if the boys will be down with that or not.
They'll be like, what the hell's Sasha doing?
Yeah. Matt, go handle this. I can hear Andrew right now. Matt, go handle this. Go handle it. I'll be like, oh god.
You'll be like, look, is liquor or firearms or explosives involved? Then she's good. Just let
her be. Now, the minute I see that bottle of liquor sitting there, Sasha, we discussed this.
Okay.
We discussed
I will
this.
spend the $15 and get another custom mug made just for the show.
There we go. Yes, a custom mug. Sasha doesn't take tips, she takes liquor.
She takes alcoholic beverages.
What about the latest Star Wars, the new one that's coming out here?
Oh, Han Solo?
Yeah, what do you think on that, Matt?
I liked Han Solo. I mean, I could get down with that.
What do you think about the changes to the ship?
I mean, we'll see the whole thing.
Okay.
Let's see the whole thing.
Yeah,
I'm not trying to judge yet.
Not to see the whole thing. But I've been hearing rumor on my end, I don't know about y'all's end, but I've been hearing mixed, that it's either going to be a real big success, but mostly what I've been hearing is that Disney has already written it off as a flop.
Ooh.
Because you have Infinity Wars, Deadpool.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of movies coming out during that time.
Yeah, and it's just going to be lost in the shuffle, so to speak, and it's just not going to be as...
I don't know.
There's everything else.
Star Wars people, though, they always show up. I mean, they always do. I mean, that's probably one of the strongest fandoms I've ever seen, if not the strongest fandom I've ever seen.
Next to Trekkies.
Next to Trekkies. I was gonna say. I mean, the Star Wars people, they always show up.
But we do get a little chapped ass when stuff doesn't work out. You know what I mean?
See, Trekkies are a little more open-minded to change and whatnot.
Yeah.
They're a little more open-minded to the formula changes and whatnot. But a rumor I heard the other day. Now I've heard this is a rumor. I've heard it's true. I know. What was that? Dread Central shared it. I've heard that Woody Harrelson is playing Carnage. Now I've heard that's a joke, and I've heard that's right. Now has anybody heard anything more about that?
I've heard about that too.
Yeah. Dread Central,
I've heard the same. But think of how funny this is. If it is true, here's a man who's a diehard vegan playing Carnage.
I know.
I mean, come on, Jim Carrey played a gun nut and Kick-Ass too.
Well, it's true. But him going on every interview saying how much he hates guns and how violent the movie was and how he hated it because it was violent pretty much was one of the reasons why Kick-Ass 2 tanked. So...
Well, okay, let me rephrase that. Sigourney Weaver herself is against gun violence. And how many of the Aliens movies was she toting a gun in? Not the first one, but all the rest of them. Well, maybe not even the third one, because there was no guns.
And Gene Simmons had sex with a lot of women, but he was a friggin' preacher preaching abstinence in the New Guy. So I mean, they all do funny stuff. I mean, Ozzy being a priest in Trick or Treat.
I don't know. I still think it's funny that Alice Cooper played Judas in Jesus Christ Superstar.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm like, wait, what?
Dude.
It's like, okay, we get that it's a religious musical, but at least he would play Judas. You know what I mean?
Right,
like,
absolutely.
At least he went the right direction on that, you know? Oh.
But my thing is that with any actor or actress, no matter what their movie is, if you hated working on it, or you hate the theme of it, up until it's out of theaters, you better be praising the shit about it until, again, it's out of theaters and about to hit DVDs.
Yeah,
because,
sure.
Oh, yeah, I mean, that's only fair, especially if they paid you a lot of money for it.
Right.
Right. Because you can't really be like Vin Diesel, like, I hate driving cars. Oh, by the way, see me in Fast 9 this summer. Really?
At least he hasn't said he hates video games and then he's in a Rampage.
Or what was it? Or like I said, or freaking like that rock band Mastodon and their guitar player saying he hated heavy metal. It's like, do you play heavy metal? It's like, wait a minute.
Maybe he doesn't understand what heavy metal is.
I guess not. I mean, yeah, I
don't like metal.
I like metal, but I play it. Buy my album and see my tours.
He's like, I just don't like baby metal and. Oh God. What else has been going on like in entertainment lately? There's a Han Solo movie, Carnage, you just mentioned.
Yeah. The Walking Dead just seems to get worse and worse. I don't know why The Walking Dead is.
I don't think that as a show can last.
Yeah, well, that's what I said. I mean, they're jumping the shark. That's what they're. I mean, it's already in its 8th season. How much more can you do with it? I mean, you know, it's like anymore. Like they don't even have hardly any zombies or anything on it anymore. So it's just become like a.
The thing is, with the lawsuits happening behind the scenes, and
that too. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah.
And because of that, that's why Coral was fired. The actor who played Coral was fired because he's part of the lawsuit.
Right. That's why they up and killed him all of a sudden.
So, therefore, much longer is this going to last?
Yeah, because I know they've completely construed off of the comic book storyline, but but Carl was the main character just about. It was through his eyes, but it's just, that show. Wow. I don't see it lasting more than another season or two. Now I know because I've even noticed that promoting cons. Unfortunately, the Walking. When I first got into cons, Walking Dead was it. It didn't even matter if it was zombies. It didn't matter who the fuck you were from The Walking Dead. People came and saw them. Like I remember the first 4-state show in Waynesboro at the skating rink. We could have booked the caterer, and he'd have made $500. It's not an autograph. It could have been the freaking caterer.
Yeah, exactly.
But then it's amazing what 2 years can make. It's amazing how.
Well, I think it also deals with a lot of how much you're going to tolerate as a viewer. And let's be honest, even with the show, they pulled a lot of fucking punches. For example, the main character's name, what the fuck is his name? Rick.
Yeah.
Rick, if you pay attention to the comic book, he was supposed to lose his hand a long time ago.
Yeah, that's what my dad mentioned that, because he read the comic, and he still has his hand.
The baby, Rick's baby was supposed to be killed off the same time the mother was during the whole siege of the prison when the governor was trying to get it.
Yeah.
The governor was supposed to be more hardcore. And
Daryl Dixon's a made-up character.
Yeah.
He apparently, he was Tyrese in the comic.
Yeah.
It was apparently, they just took Tyrese's character and put him on Daryl because the girls all liked him.
Yeah, and to me it's just if they would have stayed closer to the source material, did some more things that were more in line with the comic, they might have kept more fans and more viewership. But at least that's my opinion.
I think, like I said, I think they just went for the gusto because the thing was so big. They were like, let's just keep doing it until it's gone.
Yeah. And there's only so much a fan can tolerate because fans get fucking.
Oh yeah, look how many people quit watching when they killed off Glenn. Look how many people quit watching when they did that. If they ever kill off Daryl, God help them. Because I know a lot of people who.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Dude, that's the thing that a lot of fans that watch the show don't realize is that when The Walking Dead initially came out, the whole premise was that no one is safe. If they could be a main character or not, they're not safe.
Yeah, but now they've definitely put up that safety net or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, I mean, and exactly.
The whole aspect of being a TV show is a different beast. You can have it, but you can't really have it.
Yeah.
And so a TV fan base is a fickle bunch.
Oh yeah.
Oh, for sure. I mean, it's why I said. I mean, one year it's one show, next year it's another show. I mean, it's right now everybody's about Game of Thrones and Stranger Things. Those are they seem to be the two big things at cons right now. Are the two big
right,
shows.
and even with Stranger Things, I mean, how long can
they keep that up? Have it in 1984? Like,
the next season's supposed to be in 85 or 86.
Yeah, like I think they're supposed to be
It's supposed to be 86.
Yeah. Which is smart. I mean, because the kids are growing up. I mean, which is smart. I mean, put it a couple of years in advance because I mean the kids are growing up or whatever.
But to me, it felt like there was plot points they added in season 2 that just sounded like just petered out, and I'm like, okay, it's great that we met, and I hate to use the phrase mutants, but we met more mutants that were like
the
11.
Demogorgon or whatever.
No, like 11.
Yeah.
We kind of like met like a little superhero.
You met one, and you're like, well, there's got to be more of these.
And then all of a sudden it's like, the plot threads drop.
Here we go. Here's the X-Men. Here's the X-Men.
Well, plot threads drop, we're going back to the tale.
That particular episode of Season 2 of Stranger Things, I'm agreeing with a lot of people that are saying that was just a backdoor pilot, just a throwaway thread.
Oh, yeah.
How well it...
For a potential spin-off show or whatever, yeah.
Why?
And now they're saying the people who made Stranger Things ripped that idea off from somebody, and now they're getting sued, apparently. I just read that.
That's the thing. You see... You see this, I don't want to put a lot of ill will on a lot of the stuff that happens, whether it be sexual assault, copyright infringement, or anything of the like. But every time you see something hit that success mark,
oh yeah, you're always gonna have somebody trying to cash in.
Yeah.
Right.
That was my idea, or that person offended me, or whatever. Yeah.
It's like this. You see it. The first season of Stranger Things was a hit. Mm-hmm. It was a success. It blew up, or started to blow up. Season 2 came out. That was even bigger than the first season. Like or hate some of the episodes. Now that they're going to season 3 and they're making fucking bank for Netflix, all of a sudden out of the woodwork, oh, they ripped us off with this. They took our story, this, that, and the other thing. It's based on the Montauk Mouse. Yeah. See, no, it has no relation. It's like the whole Rampage shit from Old Bull. You don't understand it.
It's apples and oranges. I mean, it's apples and oranges. Yeah.
Yeah, it's apples and oranges. They might have.
They're both fruit, but they're different.
Yeah, but they're not the same. No, not the same fruit. They're both tasty fruit, but they're not the same fruit.
They should have heard the same stories coming from that area, and they created a whole different thing. Each took a different thread and made it their own. Now, I'm going to go through the Wayback Machine. Back when Harry Potter came out, there was this bitch that said, hey, Warner Brothers, J.K. Rowling stole my idea, and Warner Brothers stole my idea. I had this whole thing in reference to, they weren't really called muggles, they were called this, that, and another thing. And when people asked, okay, where's the contract that Warner Brothers signed? Oh, it got burnt up in a fire. Yeah, therefore, we're just going to dismiss
this.
That shit has gone on, like, even back in, like, George Lucas when he did Star Wars. I don't know if you remember the whole space pet scandal back in the 80s after Return of the Jedi came out. Like, there was a person that was suing him because he's like, oh, I proposed this idea called Space Pets, and he used it in Star Wars Return of the Jedi.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's all kinds of things that they, like, look, The Shape of Water just basically got accused, the Oscar award-winning movie that Guillermo del Toro just made. Fantastic flick. But, I mean, there's parts of that were a different movie. I mean, it's just, it's... But, I mean, I'm sorry, Guillermo del Toro, I'm sure, did it better. I mean, that's why the
Now, here's the thing. Only one, as far as I know, only one person, one writer, has a legit claim in Hollywood for, in essence, copyright infringement. And he has the paper trail, to back himself up in regards to it. And that's J. Michael Straczynski. Yes, I'm butchering his last name. back when he was trying to sell the concept of Babylon 5, the first people he went to was Paramount and CBS, who in turn, had the rights to Star Trek and that whole franchise. They turned him down. And when he was finally getting in touch and starting up Babylon 5, maybe a year or so prior to that, Paramount and CBS released Deep Space Nine, which had a lot of the same elements that he was putting out with Babylon 5.
Right, they just took it and made it Star Trek.
Right. And when Babylon 5 was becoming a very big success in the independent market, and being, in essence, competition with DS9, you saw, as soon as Babylon 5 would do something, maybe a couple of weeks later or a month later, you'd see DS9 do it. Or DS9 would hear rumors that JMS was doing something for Babylon 5. They'd do it first, so he couldn't do it on his show. So they're about the only ones that JMS has the only one that has legitimate claim, and he said the reason why he didn't file any suit against CBS and Paramount is because that if any future dealings he has or future endeavors, he wants to be able to go to them and have that aspect of, hey, remember,
Remember when you ripped me off? Yeah, remember when you ripped me off?
Right. Remember when you ripped me off?
Make this, bitch. Make this, bitch.
But yeah, I mean, that's something that goes on a lot, though, in Hollywood. Because, like I said, I mean, there's a lot of people have made claims like that.
It's all about, it's the money. It's the money.
It's like even when Cool World came out, there was a guy who was like back in the 60s and 70s who was claiming that he tried to do something like that with Disney. And at first I'm like, Cool World with Disney? Now that's a fucked up thought.
Especially in the 60s.
Yeah. It's like, sexy Disney, what? Yeah. Maybe nowadays.
And tons of underlying racism.
Yeah, it's like, maybe nowadays? Maybe, but not so much then. But
yeah,
it's humorous, to say the least. Alright, well, we ain't got any other topics.
I was
Matt,
just saying, it looks like it's about getting to be that time of the hour.
Matt, you want to go ahead and plug the con, give some more info?
Alrighty, we got 4-State Comic-Con going on October 20th and 21st, Hager Hall, 901 Dual Highway, behind Barefoot Bernie's and Cancun Cantina in Hagerstown, Maryland. More info to come. We're signing up more guests, signing up more vendors, more activities. We're going to have more stuff this time for the kids, more family-oriented activities and whatnot. And, of course, our main guest so far that we've announced is, of course, Dark Knight, Expendables, Doctor Who, Eric Roberts.
A talking cat.
And he was also a talking cat. And he was also a kung fu fighter in Best of the Best. That's the other one I've been getting a lot of hype from or whatever. But yeah, check it out. It's, like I said, October 21st. We're on Facebook, Instagram. I think we're on Twitter. I think we have a guy that does our Twitter now. 4statecon.com. FOUR state, STATE. Con, C-O-N, all one word, 4statecon.com. That is our links to everything. Everything 4-State Comic-Con. So we'll see you there.
All right, well, Chris, you want to plug anything before we call it a night?
Just I'll plug my show. It's the Long Coat Mafia podcast. It's available on iTunes, Google Play Music, Spotify, and of course our website, which is thelongcoatmafia.podbean.com. So give us a listen, check us out, and hey, listen to and watch Sasha the Princess of Darkness on YouTube.
Yep, and PlayStation Live and everywhere else you can find me, because I'm everywhere, unfortunately.
You just can't get rid of you no matter how hard we try.
Nope. It's like a roach in a nuclear war. You're not getting rid of me anytime soon. But anyways, guys, it was a great night. As always, take scare, creep it real, unpleasant screams.